I've been with my husband for about 14 years, and probably about a week now, I just found out he's been lying to me for a year on some financial big problems, and we were about to lose our house, and found out about that.
No.
Yeah, found out because he came in to grab paperwork. He wasn't going to tell me until I was like, hey, like, what's going on? And he's like, oh, I guess you should sit down. I'm here to file for bankruptcy because we were about to lose the house.
Oh,
I was like, oh, that's what, and unfortunately it's not the first time he's had some financial scruples in our past, and it was kind of a blow. And
this isn't hey Zerk, this isn't a scruple.
Yeah,
he lost your house.
True.
What happened?
I mean, fortunately for right now, it's in stasis, and there's some things in place that hopefully we can.
I know, but what happened? Does he have a gambling addiction? Does he just what's happening?
Well, he lost his job about a year ago, and luckily he got a new one fairly quickly. But he says he just didn't pay attention, and
nope, not true. What happened?
I don't know. That's what he said. And so he just didn't pay attention, and he got behind. But that's all the info he's given me. As of now, he's giving me control of all the finances I've taken over. I've combed through it, and I don't see anything. But I just don't
hold
understand.
on. That's the other side of cowardice, right? There's one cowardice, which is not telling you that I'm about to lose the house. Dude, I get something happening, and then something happening on top of that, and then the shame and trying to scramble and solve it all on your own. I totally get that.
Mm-hmm.
But 8 months ago, this was a huge deal, and everyone was blowing up his phone. 6 months ago, they were setting his phone on fire and his email on fire. So there's no way you just don't know.
Right.
And but then the other side of it is here, I just set the entire house on fire. You put it out, and that's not right either.
Yeah, and that's what it feels like, because, now I'm, and I offered when he lost his job, I'm like, hey, I will get a job. I'm, at the time I have a small business that I do, but it's very sporadic and, and doesn't bring in a whole
more of
bunch.
A hobby. Yeah. So geez, there's so much here. How can I help?
Well, the financial aspect is devastating, but it's kind of handled at this point. I'm getting a new job, and I'm going to work crazy night hours and, come home, take care of, I've got 3 kids. And
jeez, man.
So, that portion is, I hate to say managed, but I mean, at this point.
Is he getting another job and another job on top of that?
No.
Why?
I don't know. I mean, he's works long hours, and his current job sends him out of the state a lot. And
so I have to tell you, I've been doing this for a long time. Yes, you do. And I hate that for you. You do.
Well, I've got another, I work for the Amazon doing packaging right now. And then I just got that. And then I've got another interview for another job.
What's going to happen with your kids?
They're flexible, and I've got some good friends that are going to watch them.
Oh, man. So,
and like I said, I work all of my shifts are in the evening to grave. So,
yeah, but that's temporary at best.
Well, unfortunately, I've done this before. Like I said, it's not the first time.
Oh, man. So can I just walk you through the things that are on top of my head right now? I don't even know what you're asking, but it sounds like you're just asking everything, and so I'm going to answer everything. Is that okay?
Yeah, mostly it's the emotional aspect of how do I trust this person again?
You don't. You don't.
And
short of him coming to you on both knees saying, I have betrayed you in the deepest way, in the deepest possible way, you and our kids.
Mm-hmm.
Short of that, you don't. And I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm saying this because I love you, you can't. And if you choose to do that again, to put all of you and your children's eggs back in his basket, at this point, and I hate to say it like this, but it's going to be on you.
Right.
Because this is, it's not the first time, not the second time. And this one, if it hasn't, it almost cost you your home, your children's home. You're about to be homeless.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
and I'm just like, so livid. And
I know.
then just the first couple of days, he was kind of like so cowardice about it, which irritated me so much.
Yes.
Because he just was like, oh, you're just going to leave me, so I might as well just go. And
yeah.
And I'm like,
and I get, really? I can't even wrap my head around the shame he feels. And also, I honestly don't care. He's created a huge, huge mess. And to dump it on his wife and just bail, it's just the highest form of cowardice. So here's the deal. We're not going to talk about him, and we're not going to think about him right now, and we're not going to go back to a year ago or we're not going to any of that. Right now, you have, and I don't even know if you recognize, you have a house on fire, kids asleep inside the house, got to get them out kind of situation right now. That's how dire this is, okay? Here's what I want you to do. You may have already done this, but I don't want you just to run blindly and get the first job you can get and then just start. What I want you to do is exhale and write down how much money do we need.
Yeah, I've done that.
Okay. Can you make that much money?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you pulled both your credit report and his credit report?
I'm in the process of doing that right now.
Pull all three of the reports for each of you, and there's websites you can go to, and it'll just pull it up real quick, and they're all free.
Okay.
Okay. You need to know how bad the situation is. I also want you to pull credit reports on all three of your kids using their social security number.
Okay.
And see if there's any kind of debts he's pulled out on their names too.
Okay.
Okay. The next thing I want you to do.
I'm so mad because this happened to me as a kid.
I know.
I'm so dumb.
I know. You're not dumb, but from this point forward, you got to make some hard choices. Okay. Here's the next thing. Go down today and open a checking account in your name only.
I've done that, and I've pulled all the money from him, and now I'm paying all the bills and all that.
Okay. You're going to have to get the list of people you owe money and call them and ask them how bad it is.
I've done that already.
Okay, how bad is it?
It's not as devastating as there's a credit card and then the house.
That can't be it.
That's what I keep thinking, but I can't find anything else, and I have a lawyer on it, but
I'm telling you, this would be a first for me. And I take financial calls on the Ramsey show, my other show, for half a decade now. Well, my guess is, just off the top of my head, there's one of three things. There is he's got swept up in what I think is one of the most insane things we have ever done as a culture, and that is online legalized gambling. It's massacring men right now.
Okay.
And it's bankrupting homes. That would be guess number one. Guess number two is he's on the road a lot. He has somebody or multiple other peoples that he is funneling money to.
Okay.
And that's where I would go back to your checking accounts and go through expenses. Are there hotels places? Are there vacations places? This is a person who is so untrustworthy, we're going to start at ground zero. All options are on the table right now. Okay? Or number three, he is struggling with some sort of substance abuse that you don't know about.
Okay.
Okay? The idea that somebody paid all of the other bills, has no outside things happening, and just let their house go to foreclosure with their 3 kids in it would be such an anomaly. I've never experienced it. Because moms and dads don't do that. Husbands and wives don't. I'll just say this because good men don't do that.
Right.
Unless they're caught up into something over their head.
Well, and that's what I literally had in the savings enough to, if for some reason he did miss just a payment, I could have just paid it in cash.
I know. But listen, going back and doing that's going to just make you crazy.
Oh, right. And that's why I'm I have tasks. I just need to focus on the tasks.
Yeah. Like, task at hand is how much money do we actually need? And your house comes way before credit card, okay?
Right.
How much is it going to take to get your house back up to current?
It's going to take 5 years at minimum.
5 years?
Yeah. It's like, it was 35,000 or something like that.
But I mean, you're assuming is his check still going to come in too?
Yeah.
It's going to take you 5 years to get 35,000 back?
It's like a bankruptcy plan. Like, you can't pay early.
Oh, God.
Like, you just have to pay on the plan.
Why did you file for bankruptcy?
Because it was the only way to save the house, because the house was on the market to be foreclosed on.
Oh, man. All right, here's what I'm going to...
literally, in 2 days, it was going to be sold.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to... Oh, yeah, don't hear me beating you up for those decisions. I just hate that you're in this position and you're just having to make I know. You're hanging on barely. I got it. I'm going to hook you up. I work at Ramsey Solutions, and like my other show that I do is a financial show. I'm going to hook you up with one of our financial coaches for a free coaching session with them, and I'll pay for it, okay?
Oh, thank you.
And they'll walk you through your budget. They'll walk you through all the different various, because I don't want to take all the time here to walk you through all the various bankruptcy options and all the different plans, but they'll map you. Do number 1 next, number 2 next, and number 3 next, because right now it feels overwhelming, right?
Yeah,
okay.
For sure. Like I said, right now it just like,
I know.
I feel like that stuff is like managed, but it also just feels like I live in like eggshell city right now.
I know.
I'm just like,
you feel like you live in a prison because you're trapped now. Yeah. You live in a $35,000 prison.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, if there's no credit issues or whatever, I'd rather you go to a credit union and borrow $35,000 and get this house right than to go through some sort of forced bankruptcy program. But sit with your people, okay? Something here. Let me just say this: something isn't above board here, and I don't know what it is.
And that's what I keep begging and asking, and he just says, "That's it."
Man, I cannot tell you how much I hope I'm wrong.
That's what I keep saying. Like, I'm like, is this, like, am I just insane? And
no, you're not insane. And I think you've not trusted your gut for a long, long, long time. Right?
Yeah.
Because also, even if this was just all above board, a guy losing his house underneath him and the shame he feels and trying to scramble, you would have felt that in your house the last year, right?
Oh, for sure. Over a year. He's been off and extremely and I just thought it was the stress of like his other work and then redoing that. But
what's he make on his other job?
About 25 to 35. And then he gets overtime, so then he makes a lot more.
$35,000 a year?
Yeah. No, excuse me, a month. Or twice a month.
$3,500 twice a month?
Yeah.
So he makes $7,000 a month?
Yeah.
So why do you think this is going to take 5 years to get out of the... Oh, because of the forced plan?
Correct.
Okay. Well, even if y'all scramble and scratch and claw and get $35,000 and put it in a high-yield savings account, so you know you've got it.
Right.
And that will give you some exhale. And I would scramble and get that as fast as you possibly can.
All right.
And that'll give you some peace that, yes, you're in this forced plan, but at least you've got that money right in a secure account that he does not have access to.
Yeah.
But if you want to save your marriage, y'all are starting at square zero.
Yeah, and that's like a big portion of like my eggshell life right now. I'm just like,
no, we're done with eggshells. We are berserker, not just zerk. We're berserker, like atomic bear mom. You're going through the middle of it now. We're not walking on eggshells. Screw eggshells. You got it? You've been walking on eggshells for 14 years. Okay?
Yeah.
This is Grizzly Bear Mama coming out. You're not going to take my house from me because you're inept. And you're not going to say you're my husband and then dump all this on me and then run away. And you're not going to say you're my husband and say you clean up my mess. And you're not going to say you're my husband and then be like, well, you're going to leave me anyway, so I'm going to take my ball and go home. That's not, we're not doing that.
Right.
But
That's
short of
exactly
him
what it
coming
felt.
in and getting on both knees in front of you and saying, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I'll do whatever we got to do. Short of that, you're on your own here.
Right.
And I think there's something about dropping your shoulders and just acknowledging that for a season.
Well, like, he's kind of done that, but it just feels like I don't know if I can trust it because, like, he's done that before, but, like, look where we are. And it, like, just gets worse every time.
Yeah. Yeah. Behavior is a language.
Like,
action's going to speak louder than any words he's going to say.
Yeah. And that's what I'm feeling. But then I'm living with, we're all living together still in the house. And it just feels like, he's like, well, you asked me for my feelings, and well, my feeling is I want to go back to normal, but
okay, normal's
like, there is no normal.
Yeah, he exploded normal. So he can tell you his feelings, but then he's got to go do the next right thing, which is I'm going to make $7,500 or $7,000 a month. Plus, the moment I get home, I'm not going to make my essentially single mother of 3 kids work a graveyard shift. I mean, I know you're all piling in now. Y'all have to do what you got to do now. This is DEFCON 1. This is super emergency. But he's going to get home and he's going to get a protein shake and a water, and he's going to run back out and he's going to go get his second job and bring another $2,500 in. And he's going to sleep in September.
Right.
Because this thing's on fire. He can tell you his feelings, and good for you for hearing that. But you feel your feelings and then you go do the next right thing. And the next right thing is you were playing with matches and the house is on fire. You got to be a part of putting that house out. Fair?
Yeah. No, for sure. And like, this is my feelings. I just feel like and this is just feelings by Zerk, but like, I just feel like he knew I'd be like, okay, like, well, here's our emergency, because I'm, this is what I do every time. It's like, okay, I've got a job today. Okay, now I'll get a better job. And because I just, the last time we've always had emergencies, like instantly I'm like, okay, well, I've got it. I'll put it out,
You need to get with a couple of friends, and if you're a person of faith, with your minister at your church, and sit down with an attorney and decide if I want to still be married, because you're in a very unsafe situation. In my world, we call this financial infidelity. Mm-hmm. He's cheated on you and cheated on you and cheated on you and cheated on you. And this one almost cost your house. And I know, God, dude, I take no pleasure in talking like this. And I'm both frustrated with him, and I understand you get buried in shame. But you got to go grab the fire extinguisher and put out your fire, and then be about repairing the house. And for you, Zerk, this, not by your hand, but in your lap. This landed in your lap, and it's time for those 6-inch grizzly bear mama claws to come out. And this is how this is going to be for right now, because he's put you in a position where you and your kids are not safe. And so, yeah, you are going to have to come jump out and help be a part of the solution here, but he's not driving anymore. He doesn't get the luxury of just hopping out of the car and being like, fine, you drive. You're going to sit in the car and help figure out where we're going. I'm so sorry, hon. Hang on the line here. I'm going to hook you up with a free financial coach, with a coaching call, and y'all can work through this absolute mess. And I'm so sorry. You call me anytime. And if he wants to call and walk through what happened and what he can do next, I'm happy to take that call too. I'm not going to give up on him. But man, this one's a tough one for me. And it doesn't even come close to how tough this is on you and those kids.